so now we're ready for our 2 trips back. Before you make your first trip back, it's important to know that your lights are set properly, and we have just talked about that, so we know that our lights are set correctly, and we're going to go to the back exit. On the way back, you need to check your integrity of your ceiling, make sure that there's no damage, no loose rivets. Okay, check your seat backs. All the way back, press on these seat backs and ensure that your seat is secure to the bus floor. Then check your dome lights, check your driver dome and your student domes all the way back. And then we'll do that all the way back. Okay, so we've checked the roof on the way back, we've checked our dome lights, and we've checked our seats and made sure that they're secure. When we get to the back wall of the bus, we need to start at the top and work our way down, just like we do with any new section of the bus. And the first thing we notice is that our emergency light is working properly and the emergency door is clearly marked. Our bumper is secure, and now we're going to look out the back exit. We're going to comment on the door that you can hear the buzzer both from the back and from the front, and then we're going to look for our 8-ways alternating amber. We can see our 8-ways are alternating amber and our left turn signal is working properly. Now we'll leave the door open and we'll come back up to the front. On the way up to the front, we'll be checking our windows and making sure that our student windows have no damage. Okay, now we're ready to do our second trip back. Before we do that, we want to make sure that we're seated and that we check our lights and make sure that our lights are set properly. So, first of all, right turn signal should be on, okay? We can turn off our strobe light, or I should say our driver dome and our student dome lights, because we've already inspected those. And we should ensure that we can see the right turn signal in our dash and in our crossover mirror and in our right side mirror. So our lights are set properly and we've shown that they are working where they're supposed to and that they are indicating where they're supposed to on the dash. And now I'm ready for my second trip back. So now our second trip back has brought us to the back exit again, and we're going to look out the back exit. We're going to ensure that the 8-way is alternating amber and that the right turn signal is working properly, and then we're going to shut our exit door. I see my 8-way is alternating amber and my right turn signal is working properly, and then I will close the back exit. Good time to comment on the glass on the exit. No cracks, no leaks. And I am ready to come forward. As I come forward, I want to comment on seat bottoms, seat backs, no graffiti, seat bottoms secure, no obstructions for these seats, and I'm going to check that all the way forward. As I do that, I need to do a hatch inspection, so we can do that right now. First, I'm going to vent these hatches. I'll vent this hatch on both sides. Okay. And then after you vent it, then you can touch this red handle. You can open your hatch. Okay. And it opens 90 degrees. I can see that my strobe light is working properly and that my hatch opens 90 degrees. I hear the buzzer and I see that my emergency hatch is clearly marked, and now I will close it up and then I will ask the tester if he wants me to test another hatch. If he does not, I can move on to my emergency windows. My emergency windows, there's 4 of them. There's one here. I'm going to open it. I hear the buzzer. I see that it's clearly marked, and I will open to 90 degrees. So my emergency window's working properly, and I will ask to see if the tester or the trainer wants me to do the other 3. So normally when you're doing your route and you're doing your pre-trip, you test all of these things. For the purposes of the pre-trip test, it needs to be done in 45 minutes. And so that's why we ask the other windows or hatches need to be inspected. So now we're going to continue on to the front of the bus. Okay, so now that you are done doing your 2 trips back, you come back and sit down in the driver's seat, okay? Because you need to set your lights again. So you need to make sure that your lights are set the way you want them. Your right turn signal should be off. Your 4-way should be on. Okay. If you haven't commented on your 8-way ambers, it's a good time to comment on them. You can comment on them also when you're outside. Remember, 8-way flashers, 8-way alternating amber and alternating red needs to be commented on a total of 4 times. Okay. So my strobe light, I commented on that when I did my hatch, so I'm going to turn my strobe light off. My 4-ways are flashing, my turn signal's off, my lights are in good shape right now, my headlights are on, and I'm ready to go outside. So I will open my door, and I can comment that my 8-ways are alternating red, and I can make that comment right now. Yeah, because I can see it in my crossover here. So now I'm getting ready to go outside. So as I go outside, start from the top, work down. My bumper is secure, okay, no damage. I comment on my student light, it's working properly, okay? And now we can head outside. Okay, so now we're ready to pre-trip the outside of the bus. And just like with any position on the bus that you're pre-tripping, you come in and you go straight to the top and you work your way down. So, I see my clearance lights, they're on, and they are working. Okay, no damage. My outside mirror is secure. Handle is secure. Bus is properly numbered. Okay, and my call or my step is working properly. No excessive rust. And then we move along forward this way. Make sure you grab your crossover mirror. My crossover mirror is secure, and we're going to just keep working around the bus like this. Next, we're going to do the front of the bus. Okay, now we're at the front of the bus, and we're going to start at the top, and we're going to work our way down. So we start with the antenna at the top. It's secure, there's no damage. My 3 clearance lights are not damaged and are working properly. And my school bus is clearly marked. My 8-ways are alternating red. Okay, and my windshield has no damage. My windshield wipers have no damage, and I see no leaks. No damage to my seals. My right crossover mirror is secure. I see no damage to the hood. I see that my 4-ways are working properly here and here. My headlights are working properly. And I see that I have reflecting tape properly mounted here and here. I see my license plate is up to date, is current, and it's mounted properly, and that my bumper is secure. Lastly, we're going to look under the hood again, since we ran the engine, to see if there are any leaks or any obstructions under the hood. So that's the end of the front of the bus pre-trip. Okay, so now we're on the side of the bus, on the left side, outside, and we start at the top. We see our clearance lights. They are not damaged, they are working properly. My left mirror, my flat mirror and convex mirror, properly mounted. My handle's secure, the bus is properly numbered. My call on this side is no excessive rust and works properly. Okay, my driver window works properly. Okay, so no damage to my driver window. And my electrical box, I would take extra fuses if I were to go over 50 miles, and I'm looking for any burnings or any burnt smell. I smell nothing burning. So I close my electrical box. I see my DOT numbers properly marked. Good time to comment on my reflectors and reflecting tape. This is an important part and will always get you points. So there's a point for every time you mention tape from the front, the rear, and the side of the bus. So my electrical tape, or I should say my reflecting tape, is properly marked and my reflectors are properly mounted. Okay, my stop arm deployed properly and is working properly. And it's secure. Next I would go on. My marker is working properly. And my emergency exit is marked properly. Bus company is stenciled properly on the bus. And we're going to look at the battery box next. So my battery door opens properly. And I can see that the handle is secure. The locking handle is secure, and that my terminals are connected with no corrosion, no excessive corrosion, and my battery door and battery box are secure.